Welcome, it's Senior Runner here on John S.'s Sports Channel, where you see everything Championship, League One and indeed running, and we're on running today. I'm straight back from a break. Now, I saw a half marathon start during my break, and I was lucky enough to have a long chat, quite a long chat, with an ex-doctor, and he was telling me how perplexed he was about the running attitude and the makeup of people our age, the senior runner, who go out there, especially the new starters, and they just get told to just run. Any running is good running, all helps your body. Yes, as a general rule, running is good for you. However, in order to make the most of your runs and of your training, it is essential that you just keep to at least one main rule, which I'll be going through now, so please do stay on a little while I tell you what that rule is. And it's a well-known one. It's the 80-20 rule. Now, if you want to know why I'm coming on to bang the drum on this, please do stay until the end, because it's something we discussed, me and this ex-doctor, and I think it's really important, because as you age, the muscle mass reduces along with you getting older. Now, you in order to feel better, feel younger, and even look younger, you need to be slowing down that muscle mass loss. And it's critical, therefore, that we try and do the training in a planned and organised manner and in the correct mix. Going out there and running may seem very, very good. However, if you do, most people, when they just go out and run, if they do it, they just run at somewhere between zone 3 and zone 4. And if you looked at the charts, you would just get a big block on either zone 3 or zone 4, a little bit on zone 5 if they've gone uphill and they've really tried to make sure they don't stop as they get up and their heart's racing away. But invariably you get 0 or very, very low zone 2 running. And it's critical that people realise that zone 2 running helps the body to get used to running and get used to running for a long distance. Therefore, it slows down the loss of muscle mass, and it's the best type of running to help you slow down or reduce that muscle mass loss. So, how much running should we do at that rate? Well, like I said, it's an 80-20 rule. We should be running at least 80% of our running at zone 2. Now, there's lots of ways of calculating it. Don't want to go on it here. There's plenty of other sites and websites for you to calculate it on. Go on there, find out what your zone 2 should be, and then work out how much during the week you run, and just try and get somewhere in that zone 2. Now, I said stay on, and the reason is because the idea of running zone 2 when you're a senior, especially when you're a beginner, I was talking to the ex-doctor about this. A lot of people who start, they are, well, I can't run zone 2 because if I do a fast walk, I'm just below the zone 2. If I have a slow jog, I'm just above it. It seems like the body just goes heart rate straight through the roof as soon as you start taking more than a quick walk. So you can't really, the zone 2 is in between the two types of running, and doing a sort of extremely fast walk is just uncomfortable, and slowing down a slow trot is just equally as impossible. But if you can get somewhere near it for long enough, believe me, you will eventually get to a point where the body's thinking, I don't have to pump up the heart rate. I don't have to, because I'm not using a great deal of energy, and he doesn't need the oxygen to create more energy to move. So I personally would just top it just at a low trot, just a nice slow jog. And yeah, that's going to be above your official heart rate zone 2 top rate. But as your body gets used to that slow run, it will inevitably start to just not increase the heart rate dramatically when you start that slow jog. And like me, after coming back from running 4 or 5 years ago, eventually you get to a point where I can do a nice slow jog, I can do a nice slow stroke medium jog and still get away with being right at the top end of that zone 2. But believe me, I was like you. I could run a slow jog and it's way past zone 2, and I could do a fast walk and it was too slow and the heart rate was just way below zone 2. So it will get better and it will work. But not only that, it helps slow down the aging process. It helps slow down the loss of muscle mass. It makes you look good, look younger, feel younger. And believe me, that the doctor was right. It does help, and it is something that we all should be doing. And like you said, also, too many of us are missing a trick here. Too many of us are just going out there and just listening to people who say, just go and run, you'll be fine, just go and run. But the other trouble is, of course, you get injured if you just go and run, because you just go and run and you inevitably do that zone 3 and 4 where if you're not getting those muscles properly trimmed, then you're putting yourself in harm's way. So there is that as well. So you've got to try and make sure you lower the muscle mass loss, so that you can feel better, look better, more invigorated, and you don't get injured as often. So it's critical, guys. So straight from me and from the doctor I met at Dawlish Warren. I hope you're watching. Thank you very much, and goodbye.